What's up, everybody? Okay, I think, yep. I'm live. All right. This is episode number 12 of Noah's Groovecast. I've been exercising today, been out all day, and so I'm not like dressed up for you guys, but it is what it is. It's been a little while since I did the last podcast episode, so I felt I needed to do it. And I've got a decent amount to talk about, but I'm going to keep it really short. I'm really excited about what's coming up here around the corner. Let me pull up my calendar real quick and just mention some of the stuff that's coming up. So I'm getting to play this coming Friday for Kempton of Charleston for Low Country Pianist. If you don't know Low Country Pianist, check them out. It's a company run by Holly Slice. She does a fantastic job coordinating everything, which, by the way, she's a new mom, so congratulations, Holly. And I'm also playing the Johns Island Farmers Market, or also known as currently the Sea Island Farmers Market. It takes place on Johns Island. If you've never been out to that market, I'm going to be playing that on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. We've got Mike Club tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. It happens every Tuesday. We switched the time a little bit because people have been wanting to stay out a little later. So we'll adjust the time to suit what we see going on at the event. So it's been great lately. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody that's been coming out. Really looking forward to its continued growth and getting to jam with you guys. So it's been a lot of fun lately. Sad to see David Badillo go. He's going to be moving towards the end of the month to Wisconsin. David, it's been nice getting to jam with you, and you will be missed for sure. Trying to think what else here. Next week, I'm going to have Grant Wenzel on my podcast here. We're going to be going into some of his songs. He'll either be playing some songs for us, or we'll be sharing some recordings of his on the podcast, as well as just getting to know him a little better and talking to him about what music means to him and what his approach is and that kind of stuff. Also wanted to mention my vision towards this podcast, Noah's Groovecast, is changing. And I'm really excited about the direction that I believe it's going to take. Initially, I was thinking and calling it a Groovecast, that it's going to be focused on music, but I think going forward, it's really going to be more of a social forecast. I'm a social weatherman of Charleston, and so I want to be, I still have on my sign that I put up at gigs, singer, songwriter, kite surfer. That's how I used to identify myself. But I'm even more of a basketball player than I am a kite surfer. Although I love kite surfing and I teach it. So if anybody wants to get into kite surfing, shout out to Adam Super and Session Sports. I'm really excited about this coming season. We had a couple downer seasons, in terms of the wind conditions, but also just COVID and the beach shutdowns initially. And so I'm really excited about this season. And it was windy today, actually. So I think I need to start paying a lot more attention to the weather and getting out on the beach and flying some kites. So if you're interested in getting into kite surfing, get in touch with me, or go on to sessionsports.com, get in touch with Adam Super, and we'll get you learning how to fly a big kite and riding the water. So, and flying and jumping in the air and flying in the sky. It's a lot of fun. It's also something that you can do into your old age, and it doesn't require a lot of upper body strength. So anybody that you feel like you don't have the arm strength to do something like this, if you've seen it, it looks like people are using their arms a lot. It really doesn't require a lot of arm strength. It's essentially like having power steering. All the power comes in through your core. So if you hate doing sit-ups and you want a good core exercise and a good leg exercise, that's kite surfing. It's legs and core. But also, so I'm wanting this podcast to be something that I actually get to know people of all walks of life, and we get a social forecast or a social Yeah, something kind of like that. Social forecasting. So you get a just get a sense of what's going on and who's out there. And so one thing I did last 2 Wednesdays ago, I'm gonna do this coming Wednesday, is play for Shayna Mosh basketball in towards Somerville. I think it's in Somerville. She organizes a whole bunch of different basketball kind of classes and exercises and stuff. And she had put together a men's 35 and over basketball group on Wednesdays from 7 to 9. You sign up in advance, 15 people can come, it's $10 a person, and she runs a scoreboard. It's to 7, it's 7 by ones and twos, or 7 minutes, whatever comes first. She stresses, everyone has keeping a good attitude and a good approach to the game. And I just gotta say, her enthusiasm and just support in terms of her approach was just phenomenal. And so I'm gonna reach out to her and see if she won't come on and just talk about, just find it really interesting. You go so many different places in the country and in the world, and just learning about what people are doing on an individual and a local level. It's just truly fascinating. I've played basketball in lots of major cities. I've played basketball in LA and Miami. I don't know if I've played in New York, but this is something that is pretty special, and I don't know that I've come across something quite like this before, and it's just really cool that she's doing it. So I'm hoping to get her to come in and just talk about what basketball has been for her, and how she's made her life about basketball, and put together training camps and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's a lot of what this podcast is going to turn into. It's just a lot more a little bit broader than just music. So I hope that's something that everybody's interested in, and I hope that it's useful to people. So let's see. Other than that, next, I'm going to send out my newsletter. Sign up for my newsletter. I send it out. It's called Noah's Weekly-ish, and it's been about a month since I sent the last one. I think to be honest, it's been more than a month. But I just didn't feel like I had anything I really wanted to write about, and so when I feel like I've got stuff that I really think is important to write about or worth writing about, then I do it. That's why I call it weekly-ish. Give me a little freedom on when the newsletter goes out. And I'm about to send one out called Hibernation, because these last few months have been a much slower tempo from what I had going on last year. I played 250 gigs last year. I recorded an album for Ray Soto. I recorded multiple songs for Real Joe Cook, and I did a bunch of work recording for myself. I don't know. It was a busy year. There was travel thrown in there, and it was a really busy year. So, which was awesome, exhausting, pushing me to my limits in many ways, and made me learn a lot. But also just made me better. And so these first few months have been toned down. I think a lot of last year had to do with post-COVID, even though, I don't know, it's not post-COVID some places, but it just felt people wanted to get out, and they're booking events like crazy. I don't really know, I don't know the truest details of everything that's going on. I don't get to talk to every single person in all of Charleston or anything like that, so I have to kind of guess, just like anybody else. And but I think that had a lot to do with it. And anyway, so these first couple months, I think, the winters, I think, slowed down, but it's starting to pick back up again. And this coming week, I got a pretty full schedule. So I've got Grant on next Monday for the podcast. We've got the Open Mic Club next Tuesday. We've got a private event out in Spring Island, sports complex, on Wednesday. And then I'm playing 3 nights for the city market, Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday my band's playing the city market. So that's St. Patrick's Day weekend. We're learning Irish songs, and we're really excited to play for the opening weekend of the city market. I think it's a really, really cool opportunity for us. And so if you're going to be in downtown, come swing by the market, check us out. We're going to be playing a lot of original songs. We're also going to play some Irish songs and some just good covers. maybe Footloose and La Bamba. On the following Monday, I have Marcelo Henrique is going to be on my podcast via Skype out of LA. Marcelo is a Brazilian gentleman who I would say takes a lot of inspiration from Jason Mraz, and he's got a great music philosophy, a great voice, and he's a good songwriter, and just a good guy. And so I'm really excited to connect with him on the podcast and for you guys to meet him. Again, I think it's really, really fascinating what people are doing on a local level and just how many cool things are going on a local level, how much talent there is on a local level. And so I hope you guys will tune in for that. And yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to express today. I just worked on a video, an updated video that I'm calling my solo acoustic sampler. I take inspiration from Chris Dodson on this a little bit. He says always update your promo. And for a little bit I was feeling like I like my promo, I don't want to change it. And then I thought, no, it's been a little while since I did a promo. I need to update it, and I take a new approach. And so I'm uploading this new promo right now. And basically what it is just a way for people to learn about what I can offer as a solo acoustic musician for weddings and private events and bars and restaurants. And so the approach that I took this time, in the past I've always tried to keep like really small samples so people can get a whole lot of flavors in a short amount of time. This time I played a little more at length, and I just advised people at the beginning of what's going on and to feel free to skip through and just try to tell them more about what's going on. And played exactly like I play it live. Use the same equipment so that they can hear exactly the sound that they're going to get live. And I played a collection of songs both on the guitar and vocals, guitar instrumentals, piano as well, and we'll see what happens with it. It's about 15 minutes long, which my past mind would say that's way too long. You should keep it more like 2 to 3 minutes. But again, I'm trying, and I think that's what most people would tell you to do, is to keep it to 2 or 3 minutes. But I think anybody that's really interested in booking a person will be glad to have that extra content available to watch if they want to. So I'm going to throw that out there and see how it does. E-Open Mic, the second one just happened at the end of February, last Monday. I'm posting the videos of the musical performances on Fridays and Mondays. From that one, they will post at the E-Open Mic YouTube channel, and I'm trying to get them to post to the E-Open Mic Facebook page, but there's a problem with uploading them, and I'm not sure what it is. I've been working on figuring out what it is. But you can find the performances of David Ben-Rexy, Kevin Roach, and Grant Wenzel, Eddie Booz, and Sean Gallagher. Although I didn't do Sean Gallagher's because we couldn't get his video to work, but he was Skyping in. We couldn't figure out to get his video to work. But the others that I mentioned, their videos will be posting to the E-Open Mic YouTube page. Please go subscribe to the E-Open Mic YouTube page. Another thing that I'm going to be doing as part of the E-Open Mic and as part of my podcast is going out to an open mic every week. So if you host an open mic and you're interested in this, listen and reach out to me if you want me to come to your open mic. I've figured out how to use a device called a Zoom H6 in conjunction with my iPhone to live stream to multiple destinations, video with condenser microphone quality audio, as well as input direct from the board. So the Zoom H6 has 4 inputs as well as a stereo microphone. The stereo microphone will pick up the audio, the ambient audio that's in the space wherever we are. I have 2 AKG C214 microphones available with stands to sit on a table, and this is to conduct interviews with the performers. And so after the performer performs a song, if they want to have a conversation about how the open mic is for them, what their role is in, like what their involvement is in the music scene, in the local music scene, what they think about performing, what their songs are about, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have conversations with all the performers who want to talk and be part of the podcast. And that is another way of that I'm going to angle on e-open mic and basically take local open mics and make them into e-open mics. So if that's something that you're interested in as an open mic host, I have a wireless XLR that I can plug directly into your board, into an out, and into my device, so I can get audio directly from your board. So nice, clean audio. And then you can use that, the video that I'll take video of the performers, as well as having conversations dialogue. You can use that to promote your open mic as well. Let's see. Other than that, I think that may have covered it. My band, Noah and the Space Ark, follow us. Instagram, Facebook, we're called Noah and the Space Ark. It's at Noah and the Space Ark. We're having some fun in rehearsal. We had a good time this past Sunday. We made a punk reggae song. So I'm really excited about that. It's called Beaches of Venus. And we're going to try to have a lot of fun this year, play some fun music, and write some fun music. And so follow us. We're performing a bit more this year. And we're going to be releasing many of our original songs on Bandcamp. And I will be doing the same thing on Bandcamp. I'm going to be pushing to release one song per month, an acoustic version or a produced version in my studio. My studio, The Grove, aka The Machine. If you're interested in recording, please get in touch with me. I've got my studio here. I've got Yamaha HS8s, studio monitors, and we've got a green screen. I have a bunch of different microphones. I'm able to produce pretty good mixes at this point. I've got a lot figured out about how to get good audio, good quality recordings, and then mix them, and I can even master them for you. And I'm going to be putting out some songs from Kevin Roach, who came in here and recorded recently. We worked on 2 of his songs, Devil's Daughter and Tie the Knot. Produced full versions of those songs for him. You can talk to him about it. Find him on Facebook, Kevin Roach. That's KevinRoche. And he's a really good songwriter, got a great sense of structure. He's got a nice voice as well. And so check out those songs. I'm going to be posting those as a way to promote my studio and also promote Kevin. So check those songs out as I post them. Just released a video about on Jamaica. My wife and I took a trip to Jamaica. You can check that video out. We flew a drone. I wrote a song about the experience, and it's a little different for me, but people seem to like it so far. So go check that out. It's on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube at Noah's Groovecast. If you'd like to be on my podcast, get in touch with me. And I think that may be it for today. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Next week's Grant Wenzel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace out.